Hello folks, welcome to a very special episode of The Slice. I shook Roger Federer's hand. The video title did not lie. I'm going to tell you how it happened. This episode is not going to be really much relating to tennis. It's more just going to be a story of the greatest moment of my entire life as a tennis fan. So, day started off, day 2 here of Indian Wells. Me being at Indian Wells. Started off not the greatest. I watched the cool practice between Shapovalov and Rublev, and it was cool. And then I tried to get a interview with Shapovalov, and I was like, "Hey, can you answer a few questions for The Slice for your Canadian fans?" He's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Bro, not cool, man. You're a Slice hater now. You're on the list of Slice haters." Just kidding. I'll give you a second chance, of course. But then I'm going on. You know, I do that. I think I watched Simona Halep play, which was cool. And then the man comes out. Roger Federer comes out and plays a sick match. I have great seats. I did a YouTube live earlier that some of you might have seen. Amazing seats. So then, anyways, after that, I'm like, you know, this needs to be better. This usher told me, we got talking, she's like, "Why don't you just go sneak up and try and get in the media room?" I'm like, good question. Why don't I? So I do. I walk up there with my camera on my chest, wearing this black jacket. I just kind of walk past, asked one security guard, I was like, "Hey, where's the media room?" And he's just like, "Oh, it's back this way." And then I just walk past the other one who's supposed to be checking media credentials, I guess, or something. And all of a sudden I can see media room, so I just go in the door and try and keep my head down kind of and not like make eye contact with anyone because I don't want to get kicked out. Yeah, and then I'm in there doing some things, and then I hear, "Oh, Jeremy Shardy's going to be in press room 3, which is like press room 3. I'm like, okay, I don't know where that is. So I just kind of meander around and come out of the media room, and then across the hallway it says press conference room. And then there's a security guard sitting beside it. And I guess I'll go, you know what? It's just all about confidence. I just walked up to the door, and I think another guy was coming in at the same time. I just held the door for him, and I was like, "Hey," and I just like walked in. Again, just didn't look anyone in the eye, acted confident, acted like I knew what I was doing. And then I'm sitting in this press room, and it was like pretty big, so I was like, dude, this has to be the main press room. And then I'm sitting there for 10 minutes, not looking in the eye of a single person. Then I wait for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, Roger Federer just walks in the side door, and I was literally, my heart rate started going up as I could tell that he was like time to come in because more people were coming in. When he walked in, my heart was literally just like going. I was like, what? Like, I'm just here, like 5 rows of chairs in front of me, and he's just sitting there. I'm just watching because you can't film or take pictures or anything. So I'm just watching him, and I'm like, holy crap, this is sick. And I was putting my hand up for each question, trying to get questions, and they weren't like picking me. And I think the guy at the front like knew I shouldn't be there and then, I don't know, he kept looking at me weird, and he just didn't pick my hand anytime. I kind of blurted it in there, but I didn't want to get kicked out. I'm glad I didn't get kicked out because after the press conference is done, which I got a small picture of at the end, then I would leave and I go like change my pants. I try and get into like the Tennis Channel media studio, and then that doesn't happen. And then I walk back where I'd taken a picture of the mountain. I'll show you it here. And I come back, and Federer's just out there taking a picture with like sponsors for a couple of different things. He's wearing these like off-white Nikes, like this crazy brand that I'm like, I feel like he doesn't actually like that style. Anyways, he's out there on the roof, and I'm like, holy crap. And then I was like standing right where he would come off the roof, because that's like where the press conference was. I was like, why is he still there? And he just walks off with this guy. I don't really have time to get my camera up or anything, and I didn't want to go. Like, I felt like you'd definitely say no if I was like, "Hey, can you answer a few more questions?" Like, he looked pissed actually when he got in the press conference room. He was like kind of like if he just missed a backhand, that's kind of what he looked like. And I was like, but he comes off, and I'm like, "Hey, Federer," and he's just like turns. I'm like, "Can I just shake your hand?" He's like he kind of like chuckled and smiled and just like shook my hand. And I was like, "Peace out, everyone. My job here is complete." It was insane. And his hand was big. It was like way bigger than mine. It was like, yeah, this hand has won 20 Grand Slams. That's what it felt like. It felt like a hand that's won 20 Grand Slams. So this hand right here, this hand shook Federer's hand, and I will never be the same. Just kidding. But it was insane. It was such a crazy moment. And I felt just like sneaking back in there into the media room and being in the press room. When I was in the press room, man, like my heart was literally just racing. I was like, this is surreal. How am I here? And then he walked in, and I was like, what? And then this happens, and I just feel like I was doing it for the people, you know? I just felt like I was doing it for the culture, you know, for the tennis fans out there who can't make it to tournaments, whether it's too expensive or whatever. or you're sick of sitting in the high up seats when like the people who are really rich sit down below and don't even care about tennis, but they just have nice box seats. I feel like he was doing it for all of us who love tennis so much and just need to do anything to get there and watch it and be around the players that we love. So, you know, that's what I was trying to do today, and it worked out somehow, and something crazy happened, like getting to shake Roger Federer's hand. I'm like, hey Roger, he's like, looks at me, I'm just like, can I just shake it? I was gonna go like, here, can you answer some questions for the slice, but he was getting escorted out. There's like literally a 1 second opportunity to ask him, and I just took it, and it worked out, and it was crazy. So don't know how else to explain this. This isn't like a super eloquent video or anything. Leave your reaction to my news down in the section below. I can't even think right now. My mind's blown. Can't even think. But thank you for supporting the slice. Thank you for following. I'm going to keep doing everything I can to get inside looks at the world of tennis, not through the mainstream media. So follow me on Instagram at The Slice Tennis. I've been posting, if you're not already, at The Slice Tennis. I've been posting like 20 times a day from inside the court, really close to the arenas, you know, making cool videos, trying to give you guys some tennis content. And we'll be back to the studio when I get home, and then I'll have a vlog from the weekend, recap maybe, and tonight we're putting up an article on the website previewing the semifinals, which aren't even set yet, but Calvin Hill from Scotland knows exactly what's going to happen. That's why he's written an article breaking it down. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'm never going to wash this hand ever again, and we'll see you next time.